Hey, what's going on, everyone? Matthew from therighttrader.com back today with another daily crypto update. I'm really happy to announce that we're finally starting to see cryptocurrencies across the board turn bullish again, and we're really picking up the pace as far as moving higher now. A lot of cryptocurrencies starting to break out, EOS being the biggest mover today, up 39% over the past 24 hours and absolutely spiking. Ripple is back above 50 cents, and really just across the board here, cryptocurrencies doing great. We have several big movers, and I'm going to cover all of them, including EOS, in a more detailed technical analysis in just a second. Other than that, make sure to follow me on Twitter for live cryptocurrency market updates, and don't forget to check out my premium content where you can find monthly cryptocurrency buying opportunities, as well as 5 high return cryptocurrencies. Link to both those in the description of this video. And let's get started with the EOS technical analysis. So there's been some buzz around EOS recently, and as you can see, we started to make some moves higher, but today we really got this massive breakout above 10,000 Satoshis. Massive buying volume as well here. So this is really exactly what you want to see for this type of breakout. We also have this nice V-shaped bounce in the making. And if we go ahead and draw our trend lines, we're basically back fully to uptrending again. So that's great, and we completely broke out of any downtrend that we were in. So at this point, we're back to uptrending, and even in the shorter term here, we have this great uptrend line, which should be able to carry the prices higher. Now, what I will mention is we got such a strong move higher that we're actually coming up on our all-time highs again, which are around 13,000 Satoshis. So we're going to have some resistance there, and it might be hard to move right away higher than that. But I think that we're probably going to pull back a little bit or consolidate around this area, maybe come back and test the uptrend line once, and then EOS really seems to be set up here for moving higher. Probably going to be pushing that $10 billion market cap range pretty soon, and really could start competing with Ethereum pretty seriously. So if there's any EOS fans out there, probably pretty happy to hear that. And I mean, it's just been acting very well. Let's take a look at Bitcoin next, see what's going on. Now, Bitcoin, of course, is, as you know, the market leader. A lot of cryptocurrencies depend on Bitcoin for moving higher, but here altcoins seem to even be picking up the pace and really doing even better than Bitcoin. Bitcoin's still pretty flat. It's really just consolidating right now below its middle band, and it's probably going to last a little bit longer. Bollinger Band's contracting towards the price, so I feel like we're going to be pretty flat until we come up to our downtrend line, and at that point, hopefully with the market being strong here, we're going to be able to break higher, start moving towards $8,000, hopefully manage to get back above that, and start moving towards $9,000. I think that's going to take a little bit of time because there is a lot of resistance around $8,000, so could take 2 or so weeks to kind of clear through that. But the fact of the matter is that a lot of cryptocurrencies are really starting to move higher now, and while there may still be some resistance ahead, if the market is truly able to show this strength, we could start to really churn through a lot of this resistance pretty quickly and see some pretty big moves across the board. So indicators not looking too bad, still waiting for a little bit of a breakout here for Bitcoin. If we take a look at Ethereum, it is looking better than Bitcoin. You can see that we already have this nice little uptrend that's beginning. Same thing on the indicators, and right now it's very consistent. It hasn't slowed down one bit. We're now back above the middle band, which is great, and we're going back towards $450. So as you can see, we're in this little symmetrical triangle between these two red trend lines, and we're coming up towards the end of that. So we could get a break out of our downtrend line. That's what we've been waiting for, our red downtrend line right here. And that would be good. It would probably kick us up to $500 pretty quickly. We do have a lot of resistance around that $500 mark. And just, getting out of that downtrend isn't going to be easy just yet, but we are setting up for a move that would push us above that downtrend line. And if that happens, that's going to be great. Either way here, I don't really see us dropping back below $420. I feel like at worst, we're going to put some consolidation between $420 and $500. But that's a pretty good scenario here, considering that we've been in this nasty downtrend, and really Ethereum is quite strong here. Let's take a look at Litecoin next, see what's happening. So right now, Litecoin also a little bit flat, kind of like Bitcoin, kind of waiting for that breakout as well here. And we have our Bollinger Bands contracting towards the price. I'd say likely going to see some consolidation here between our red downtrend line and our $100 mark. Probably not even going to go that low. Really, we have a lot of support at around $113. And I think that we could see a little bit of a spike higher, but we're just going to have to put in a bit more of a base before we can get that move that would push us out of the downtrend line. And that's going to be probably dependent on Bitcoin doing well and just cryptocurrencies continuing to, turn bullish, turn more and more bullish, and continue to pick up that momentum. But Litecoin should be able to follow without any problem. Indicators set up well right now, all uptrending slightly. Let's go ahead and take a look at Nano, which was struggling a little bit over the past few days, but did manage to get that bullish signal. So we now broke above our downtrend line, and we've been moving very nicely since then. We're going back towards our moving averages. Very nice buying volume to support the move higher. And we're back above 70,000 Satoshis. Now we're in this range between 70K and 80K. Could consolidate a little bit in this range, but I feel like we're probably going to be moving towards 100,000 Satoshis over the next week or two. Let's take a look at Ripple next, see what's going on. We finally made our move back above 50 cents. That's something that I've been waiting on. And while we may still come back and consolidate around 50 cents, now that we're above 50 cents, we're really going to be able to be in a better position, in a less, stressful position where we're not on this last bit of support. We're really standing nicely above 50 cents. And from that, we can hopefully build higher, start moving closer to $1 again. That's definitely going to take some time, but over the next month, I think that that's possible. Indicators also starting to pick up the pace here, beginning a more serious uptrend, which is exactly what we want to see. Now let's go over NEO. I'm sorry, I forgot a couple times to go over NEO, but we are covering it today and in every daily episode normally. So let's go ahead and see what NEO has been up to. For now, very nice uptrend that's beginning. Several green candlesticks here over the past few days. We fully broke out of our downtrend. That's something that we've been waiting on for quite some time, and now we really have this great uptrend that's beginning. Very strong bounce. I'll go ahead and put in our uptrend line here. Indicators also following that momentum, and we are coming up on our upper Bollinger Band, so we could start to see some resistance here. Might make a move a little bit higher towards $75, but I'd say that we're going to have to slow down just a little bit because we need to wait for these Bollinger Bands to allow us to make a move higher, unless the crypto market really spikes higher, at which point we're just probably going to break out massively without really even paying attention to too many of these resistance levels, which would quickly recover a lot of the damage that's been done over the past few weeks. So we'll see if that happens. Let's take a look next at Stellar Lumens and see what's going on. So Stellar has been in a pretty good position, been consolidating better than a lot of cryptocurrencies out there, and avoided for the most part a massive drop. Now, as you can see, we're still struggling a little bit at around 3,000 Satoshis. Indicators still looking pretty good though, still uptrending, and as long as we're above this uptrend line over here, I think that we can just slowly but surely continue to move higher. Might consolidate a little bit longer between 3,000 and 3,500 Satoshis, but our Bollinger Bands have put in our consolidation after our downtrend, and it looks like we might start moving higher here because the Bollinger Bands and the middle band are actually all pointing towards the upside. So I think that now we put in that bit of downtrend and consolidation, slowly but surely we should start to see prices move back up towards 4,500 Satoshis over the next few weeks. Let's see, next crypto is Vertcoin, and let's take a look at what's going on. So right now, Vertcoin is moving towards $2.20. Indicators looking pretty good. Gonna have a lot of resistance at $2.20. That's kind of where our Bollinger Band is at. But I don't see us dropping much lower here at this point. I feel like some consolidation at worst, and we're probably going to be able to get a bit of a breakout higher at this point, start going back towards $3.23. Let's take a look at our next cryptocurrency, which is going to be Lisk, and take a look at what's going on. So right now, Lisk is slowly but surely moving towards $10 again. We're back above our middle band. Indicators all recovering nicely, and we still have some room to move higher based on where our upper Bollinger Band is at. So we have to see when we get towards $10, $11, how much resistance we're really going to face at those levels, see if we can hold above those levels. And if we do, that's for the better. But we're still going to struggle, between $8 and $12. We're going to have to consolidate a little bit more because the Bollinger Bands are probably not ready to allow the price to move higher unless we get some kind of huge breakout across the crypto market, which isn't impossible at this point, right? We're really building up momentum quickly. Let's take a look at Cardano next and see what's going on. So Cardano has been, slowly but steadily setting itself up for a very nice move. And as you can see, the indicators have been very strong here, very consistent as we move higher. Bollinger Band starting to expand now. That's going to leave some leave some room for the price to now move higher. Of course, bit of resistance at 2,500 satoshis. But at this point, I could see a breakout higher over the next week, and really we could start to make some pretty nice progress towards 3,000 satoshis, maybe even break out above that over the next 3 weeks. So I think that we're going to slowly but surely, like the indicators did, going to start moving higher. Let's take a look at IOTA next for our last cryptocurrency of the daily crypto update. And IOTA is moving back towards $1.13. Still pretty flat right now. Bollinger Band's also a little bit flat, but we should start to see IOTA move higher with the rest of the crypto market. With that being said, this is the end of this daily crypto update. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.